Yeah. Okay.
Hey everybody, we are live with some mutant news for you guys today. Um, this week has been a bit of a battle for both of us. You know, we're coming back and recovering from everything. And April came up with this brilliant idea to move forward with our podcast. Would you enlighten the fans?
Yeah. What we're going to start doing, instead of having one long video with everything that we're talking about, everything we're doing, we're going to break it up into segments and release them throughout the week. So that way we're not just throwing everything at you at once, and you can watch what we have to say in small videos. And you can watch the parts that you like and not have to watch the parts that you may not want to watch. You know what I mean?
So we're breaking them up into segments, and at the end of the week, we're going to put them all together for an episode. If you guys are still into the episode aspect of it,
yeah, we'll put a podcast together and we'll put it
What's up, Andrew?
And put it up on Spotify and what else? Anchor
and Zcast.
Yeah, we have a couple of different. It's on a couple of different places, so we'll continue to put the full episode up on there. But on YouTube, we're going to start posting smaller bits of videos.
And also, we happen to really enjoy the camera, and we're hoping to do. We're going to film ourselves, including some animation now.
Yeah, we'll try to add animation. Obviously, we can't do a live video, but
yeah, but just think like in the news, holding shit up in their hands, something's going to pop up. It's going to be really cool, and moving forward with that, I think you guys are going to really enjoy that. Mostly for the fans who stuck with us and everything, and I gotta say though, like I really enjoyed the Whittier art stroll.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of fun.
I love meeting and making new fans, everything like that. So shout out to you guys as well. Let's see. For right now, I just wanted to talk about things that are going to come out. We got the Spider-Man video game coming out. I'm ready September 7th. I just pre-ordered it and everything. I'm ready to play it. I personally think it's going to steal Game of the Year. I kind of made April watch the footage with me, but she enjoyed it nonetheless.
No. Remember, it was Cruz picking.
Oh, that's right. My nephew, we were taking care of him, and he just wanted to pick some random video, and we were both sitting there. I was watching that. I was like, wow, this, and I love God of War. That was probably, for me right now, that's going to be Game of the Year. But, I mean, from the looks of Spider-Man, it looks equally good. I got to play it and see what it's about.
It looks like there's a lot of action and it just looks like a lot of fun.
When I played the other games or even watching the movies, I've never really seen Spider-Man interact or fight this way. The way Joseph Olimedo, we had him on here before, I was talking to him about it, and he said it's as if Peter Parker lost his powers, trained with Iron Fist, learned how to fight, got his powers back, and then started whooping ass. And I was like, wow, I wish they really would make a fucking comic like that. Write it, Joe.
It's been a while since they had a good Spider-Man game.
Oh, yeah. Since like the last Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out, the movie with Andrew Garfield. Since that movie came out, that was the last video game they had of Spider-Man. And that was pretty good, too. I've seen a lot of similarities between that and Arkham. Like the Arkham Asylum of Batman and everything. It seemed like the same concepts. Like, you're rummaging through the fucking city, and some things are monitoring you, like these big old, they're not exactly helicopters, they're more like drones that keep you in check, and if you piss them off, you got to fight them. And Batman does, it's the exact same thing. Just give it a shot. If you guys get some time, try out that Spider-Man. But there's the wait's not that much longer. Go ahead and get that new Spider-Man, please. Also, for the movies, we got Shazam coming out April 5th. Not particularly excited about that. I haven't seen too much footage about it in the trailer just yet. I'm a big fan of Captain Marvel or Shazam. I don't know exactly what to call him anymore. Like, I mean, I'm not here to piss off any fans or confuse anybody, but I'm actually excited for Aquaman, which is why I'm growing my whole, I'm excited for Aquaman coming out December 14th, and fucking Momoa, come on, man. I called you out. Where you at? And then we got Captain Marvel coming out March 8th, 2019. I'm really looking forward to see Carol Danvers whoop some ass. The comic book character is an unstoppable force and everything. And she, I guess, like, she's our female, like Superman, other than Supergirl herself. Like, she is really incredibly powerful. And in the cinematic universe, they already claim that she's able to move planets. So, I mean, already a good fight for Thanos right off the bat. And then the one I'm most excited for that hasn't come out yet was Venom. Comes out October 5th. I am particularly excited about that. I've always wanted to see a good Venom. I wasn't really happy with the Spider-Man 3 Venom with Tobey Maguire and Eric Foreman being Venom.
Yeah,
I wasn't really for it.
That.
It's okay. I mean, like, this is what I'm looking forward to. This is Venom for me now.
Mm-hmm.
And
that Venom isn't going to be part of the.
No. From what I understand, I see a lot of fans bickering back and forth. I'm gonna wait for something solid before I say something about that.
I see. Have an opinion.
But I mean, of course, I hope that he crosses over with Spider-Man and everything. And someone had mentioned that the lineup or the strict strategy that they intend on doing is making a bunch of villain films and somehow integrating them in the later movies with the fourth phase of Marvel. I like I said, I don't want to do anything until something solid comes out. Mm-hmm. Those are all just theories. But yeah, I'm excited for the Venom for the mere fact that I'm starting to read this Venom issue right here. Then Venom #1, you get a chance, read it. It's freaking good. Like, I don't want to give away too many things, but it explains why his spider is the way it is, and it explains like the god of the symbiote, and he's a bad dude, man. Like one hit kill Celestial type of dude, you know. That's who Venom is like in the midst of about to battle. Like, he's gonna fight this dude, and it's gonna be fucking amazing. So it's shit. If you get a chance, go ahead and get that. Read it. So, AP, do you want to give us in a little bit more of some deeper, more important news?
Okay, so one thing that Anthony and I had been discussing was an article came into my feed about this little girl, this trans girl who is in Ohio. It was on her first day of school in a new school. She usually, since she's trans, she usually uses the staff bathroom, as not to cause confusion or, step on anyone's toes. But it's a new school and she had to use the bathroom, so she went into the girls'. Mm-hmm. I guess some parents from the school got heard of that, and they they started discussing it on their Facebook page. And in that discussion, they started making threats towards the little girl, and not only making threats, but being rude in the way they were talking about her.
Just incredible. Like, the spectrum was already like anything from lynching to genital mutilation.
Calling it thing.
Yeah, it's like, it's a child, y'all. And it's like, how can you really, like, I'm just so sickened by that whole idea.
How can you forget that so easily, that this is a little kid? Like, this is...
I mean, over a restroom, and it's like, you're going to sit there and say that little girls don't make up stories all the time about who's looking at who. I mean, there's fucking females, and as an adult, that will make up that story. I'm not saying that, like, we shouldn't hear or listen out to little girls' cries and stuff. It's just that you can't be fucking just on that opposite spectrum using that. You can't use that to threaten a child, to threaten their family, threaten to kill them, threaten to mutilate. For what? I mean, I saw a comment on that, and it was so true. It was like, there's no hate quite like Christian love. You know what I mean? Like, in that sense, it's like, man, who do you think is hating on her? It's not atheists, it's not Buddhists, it's not Muslims. I mean, probably someone, but in this case, I'm going to assume it's more Christian folk.
Now, to be fair, I think that what got them worked up in the first place was that one of the parents had said that the little girl had been caught at one point peeping under the bathroom stalls. Now, here's the thing. The mom was saying that when her daughter uses the restroom, she has to lean a little bit more forward to use the restroom, which can easily be mistaken as someone peeping under. And it was one time, and then she started using the staff bathroom. So it sounds like they took a situation and really turned it into something more than it needed to be.
Yeah, and now people's lives are threatened and everything. And
without compassion either, with no compassion for how that little girl might feel or what she's going through. Or I saw some of the comments too, and they were saying like that, we'll only live in a world like this if we allow it to happen. You need to stop this from happening. You can't let your kids be trans. And it was like, whoa, like, I just felt very... They were very limited in their thought, and what they believe. And we've enslaved ourselves for so long to be specific ways and things, and now we're trying to give people a little more freedom to be who they are. or who they
people
feel
are
they
offended
are.
by it.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. What I think it is that people are starting to get a little bit more and more crazier because they're starting to lose control. They're starting to lose control of, like, not everybody's all of a sudden a Christian, not everybody's all of a sudden a Catholic, not everybody's like that. There's so many different types of people out there that, you know, that, I mean, why the hell are we so quick to demonize and everybody for their differences and stuff? And like, I am on the side of celebrating them.
Mm-hmm.
I like to celebrate different cultures and different things, simply like just to try and relate it a little bit on a lighter note. Like when people were getting crazy about Black Panther, it's like, man, I celebrated that shit with them. Like, I mean, I'm not Black, but you know, like the Black cultures, it was awesome. It was cool to see. And people who were upset about it, or saying Black people were too extra or whatever, it was just like, damn, like that movie obviously wasn't made for you, and you can't enjoy what's great about it.
But I mean, that's fine if someone can enjoy it. I think it's the fact that they have to tear it down
Mm-hmm.
because they can enjoy it. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what a lot of people want to do. If they don't like it, then nobody can do it. You know, like, it's for nobody.
It's for nobody. Yeah, fuck. I mean, there was and then on top of that, you know, there's a lot of people when fucking Star Wars or Harry Potter came out, didn't they dress up too? That weren't those people a little extra? A lot extra, you know, with their stupid
Always.
wands.
And who doesn't like dressing up? Everybody.
Goddamn, yeah. Like I mean, nowadays I would love to go to the Deadpool movie dressed as Deadpool, but no, hell no, they wouldn't let me in there. But you know, just I wanted to speak on, like, I don't know. There's not a lot of solutions or anything like that, but my attempt at one would be like, you know, when I was growing up, a lot of the good kids who were well behaved got a lot more privileges because they were a little bit more entrusted. Now, I don't know if this is right or wrong, but I would just like, if you're a teacher and this person wanted that right to go to the restroom and everything, just like everybody else, you know, you have to earn that trust from your teacher and be a good student. Be like, you know, let them, I guess, prove themselves that they can be trustworthy. Go ahead.
I think that they said that little girl has good grades and
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, and for them to earn that privilege and everything, like, I would trust that kid to go and use that restroom. You know, I would, if they're getting good grades, if they're good and they have a good rapport with me. And I'm not going to immediately, if someone complains too, I'm not going to immediately take that person's side.
I see that I'm going to be no like, reason not to trust her.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and just like any other, like the bad kids weren't instilled with that privilege, you know, like they weren't entrusted with it for a reason, you know. And I was just thinking, like, if somebody can earn that privilege, I mean, shit, I mean, who are you to say anything about it? But that's my piece on it. I mean, we basically, with this episode, we wanted to reach out to you guys and just inform you, keep you informed, and keep you updated. That's what Mutant News is about. And if I could just take a quick second and explain it, it's just, you know, this girl knows what it's like to be a mutant. She knows what it's like to be ridiculed and told that she's not made right or not human, you know, and being torn down for it. And when really this particular little girl has a unique power that we're all just trying to, like, you know, we don't want to see it, you know. So Mutant News shines a light on everybody who knows what it's like to be a mutant. You know, like, mutants know what it's like to be torn away from their families and thrown into cages, you know, and not know what the fuck why, not really. And then when they find out why, it's because you're just strictly just because you're hated and you're different, you know. So that's what the segment Mutant News, we're going to try and bring it to you a lot more often, keep you updated on the movies, the video games. If we're going to try and bring more light stories and stuff, but we just felt like an urgent need, like this needed to be shined on. And feel free to do your own research on it and let us know what you guys think. Is there anything else you want to shout out to the fans?
Do you want to see what they wrote there?
Yeah, let me get some. We got some here.
I think we can scroll down too.
Let me pull it up.
Okay.
Let me pull this guy up. Let's see. Yeah, Spider-Man got a lot of momentum right now. Some features are dope. Venom. Oh yeah, anytime you want to borrow it, let me know. Lack of education in the home and intolerance of specific cultures. That's right. Okay, let me read what Andrew wrote right here. It's not just children, but it deals with lack of education in the home and intolerance from specific cultures. Yeah. Well said. Yeah, you know, it's just I'm more about protecting the children and everything. You know, I don't like the idea of them I would love to just like do my best to be their superhero and everything, because the kids don't know any better. And you know,
I'm sorry, I just want to say real quick
Go
there, that new movie about Mr. Rogers. That's his real name, Mr. Rogers?
I don't think that's his real name, but that's how people would identify him.
Well, there's that new movie about Mr. Rogers, and they talk about how he was very like he chose his words very carefully, because he knew that kids take things very literally, and how important it is to say things to them as very as clear as possible, so they understand what you're saying. What were you talking about?
And we talked about Andrew and what he said about like
kids,
the intolerance, how it began at home.
Yeah, you have to
be very careful in what you say to them, and like what you as an adult represent. They're gonna see that and everything, and they're gonna see what coincides with them. Especially if you're some kind of a role model to them, they're gonna fit it. They're gonna say, okay, I don't give a fuck about anything else. I want it to fit this person, you know. And
you really help kids create their worlds. So make sure that you're making a good one for them.
Yeah.
Because with this little girl, if we keep putting out all this hate towards her, you know, that's the world she's going to live in forever. And why would we want to do that to another human being?
So, you know, with that said, guys, just you want to get a shout out to the people who are going to come out to the bike ride tonight? And
oh yeah, today
bike ride, y'all. Everybody who's on there, there's
a
bike ride tonight.
Night ride.
Join
us at Rivera Park. Check out Home Gallery for the snacks we'll have today. We also have water balloons. That's a little insider information.
Yeah, especially if you're watching this show, you're gonna get the heads up on water balloons. So be fucking ready for that. We're coming, baby.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Check out the video that I made for the last one we did, and come out. We'll do another one soon too, if you can't make it today though. Yeah,
we always want to do something new. If you guys have any like cool ideas as far as like social group shit, you know,
things that we
throw them our way
to create.
We'll help you make it happen and everything. Please. So with that said, AP, I think that's all the news we have for today. It's Mutant News. The next segment we're gonna do is gonna be on Monday. It's gonna be EI's Delectable Collectibles. We're gonna show you guys what we bought over the weekend as far as collectibles. I can't wait to show you that, because that's where I get to show off my shit, you know. So you guys have a great night. Have a fun Sunday. We'll catch you another time. Peace.
Bye, guys.